Hi, this is Lil C's.
And this is Kyrie. And this is Tapa10 Timbers.
The first thing we have in the news is President Obama agreed with a program that allows the government to watch all of our phone and internet use. The internet wasn't to invade American citizens' privacy, but see the terrorist activity. Obama says that the senator and the representatives are exaggerating the program. They make a difference in our capacity to anticipate and prevent possibilities of terrorist activity.
Another story in the U.S. news is that Richard Ramirez, a serial killer and president in California, just died of liver cancer, a liver failure. He was put on death row for his reign of horror committed in the 1980s. He forced victims to swear to Satan. He greeted the court with "Hail Satan" at his trial. What a weirdo.
And in New England news, Governor Peter Shumlin of Vermont was scheduled Thursday to pass a law that would decriminalize small amounts of marijuana in Vermont. Vermont is officially the 17th state to legalize marijuana. The governor's signature marks another major milestone in the evolution of marijuana.
Now a special story from our top music correspondent.
Thank you. My experience from the first annual music gala was awesome. My family was there to support me, also my friends. I sang a few selections called Stay, Prayed Up. I felt like we were professional performers. All of the performances were great, but the one that I liked the most was Jalix and Jamelvin's act. I learned how not to be afraid of showing the art God gave me personally. I enjoyed the gala, and I look forward to the Arts Fest where I will be performing an R&B selection called Through the Fire by Shaka Khan.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Charles. Today in science, we have a story about how we're all monkeys. A recent study has shown that humans and apes' infants' gestures are similar. A professor of psychology at UCLA, Patricia Greenfield, did a study in the infant of the chimpanzee bonobo, and a human to see the difference and similarities in the communicative development from the three different species things as pointing, reaching, and raising. Their arms were the same from both species, which was surprising from the Greenfield, and found that these two species were both communicative.
Thank you, Charles. In sports, the NBA Finals 2013, how the San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat, traps the Heat lost the first game of the finals. LeBron didn't put in work, and Tony Parker went to work with a clutch jump shot with 5 seconds left. It silenced the Heat crowd. The Spurs bench went crazy with a 92-88 victory in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Spurs won.
The founder of Virgin Airlines, Richard Branson, gave congrats to Justin Bieber. Well, just because he didn't want to, Justin Bieber pretty much didn't want to go to space, but I think Branson, did a good job, because that's really impressive. Thank you.
And in more serious entertainment news, Paris Jackson tried to commit suicide because of cyberbullying and isolation at home. A police source told the Daily News that the 15-year-old cut her wrist with a kitchen knife and took 20 Motrin painkillers at 1:27 a.m. on Wednesday in the Calabasas mansion. Visible marks were seen on her wrist as she waves to photographers while going out to lunch with her mother, Debbie Rowe, on April 28, 2013. Paris was bullied online and felt alone at home. I'm Little C's.
This is Kyrie.
And I'm Charles Laws.
And this is the Tapa10
Timbers. Thank you for having me tonight.